That's the big.
Well, pecan, Robert, as you know, pecans need them a little longer than the cotton. And my guess is at least through the first week of October.
Well, before you go, then you're going into 60,000 less. You say. Yeah, I think Art, you still, even in the past year, you still carry good return flow because the cotton will be gone. Nearly all the alfalfa will be gone. All you have is basically just the return flow, but Unit 6 goes off because they're way up there, and Unit 7 goes off.
Well, if there's return flow, that's all I'm saying. I think a lot of us pecan guys are gonna need water up to that first week or somewhere in that first week of October, just like, you know, cotton guys historically needed up to about that first week of September.
Yeah, I was talking to your primo. He said that they don't water in October, so.
What
The one right here in Clinton.
Oh,
So,
well, I try, but it doesn't work that way. I try and cut off my water at October 1. That's what I'm saying. But this year it doesn't look like it because the rain's not.
well, this puts
I'm
us,
on schedule about October 5, maybe something like that.
we get through with swap tracks on the 19th.
Okay.
We can still plan on going all the way to the
It could be
31st.
return flow. I'm just saying, I think, I don't think it's just me. I think there's a lot of guys don't need it up to about the first week of October.
If we can go to September, say cut off to September the 25th, and that almost carries all the way to September the 30th. And then return flow will still stay pretty strong for another 10 days or after that.
Okay. Well, as long as there's enough return flow, that'll.
What do you think, Al? You think the return flow will still stay a little bit strong?
I can study that. Guys, we're going into potentially one of the worst droughts that we've ever seen. And so I think it behooves you to save as much water as we possibly can.
Well, what's happening now on this, I agree with saving, but some of our crops, if you short that pecan crop, that last watering, you've got all sorts of problems. You got stick tights, you got bad kernel fill, you got all sorts of quality problems. So a lot of these guys have been waiting to try and get this pecan crop in. So
What do we do this, is plan on the 25th, go to the 30th. If the crops are there and it doesn't rain or stuff like that, we can always extend it to the 28th, 29th.
So you wanna kind of do a variable, kind of how it all plays out, and everybody can get in their October water as quickly as possible. Inform everybody.
yeah, late September.
So we can just set a target date so everybody will kind of get their mindset as to what's going to happen.
I kind of think we need to kind of be a little flexible because we do want to save the water, but we also need to finish out this year because people are not prepared.
And last year, we went to return flow and then we hardly used it because we got hit so hard with rain.
Now, you never know about that. That's
Yeah.
but if we have a target date, because here's the thing, our system is charged, our rivers charged, all of that sort of stuff, and the return flows. We want to take advantage of all of the return flows that we can because
Right.
that's an additional water. But we also need to kind of plan according to orders, and you're a master at that, Robert. So I think we can have a target date of the 25th of September, but you'll try to, based on the conditions.
Hey guys, we need to go on executive session on some of this stuff. I need to brief you on some other issues, okay?
On the water day?
On the water day.
Okay.
Okay.
Now he's got Miss Gary.
Don't put your mic.
I'm not gonna save it. Well,
But I know somebody.
Well, before you go into closed doors, just one more question that I have, and I know what's going to happen. I know I was going, but I got a lot of the farmers running out of water. And every year, but this time we usually go off allotment. I don't know if you want to do it this year.
Does that have any effect on what the potential carryover is going to be?
No,
I don't think so.
it doesn't. Because
Yeah, hey guys, all these issues are not, they're not a cut and I'm not gonna, I gotta make recommendations, at least for the board on those.
Okay.
We can come back out and discuss them more, so I wouldn't make any resolutions right now on anything to do with water.
That's just a shot, I'm just bringing it up, Al.
Yeah.
I knew you were gonna have.
Well, if they're out of the allocation, you know, we'll discuss that, but they do how much water they have, it's not. that-
No, I understand that,
We
but-
make an allocation for a reason, so.
Right.
We'll figure it out.
All right,
That's it all night, that's all I got.
that's it.
Okay.
All right, Robert.
Bad as up.
Looks like,
Zero for today.
looks like you're gonna be prevented planning next.
Okay, so we're good, well, I'll hold off until,
Yeah, I'll call you back after the close.
okay.
All right. Number 12, Jay.
Right. Okay. I have the, oh, there we go. Okay, application 2240 is on behalf of CAT Consulting, for developer, Walloy Properties, for subdivision off of Zaragoza Road, adjacent to the old Kmart there by the pond there, that lateral, it's actually on the screen. So, the alfalfa field essentially became this subdivision now, so they submitted all the documentation, we've got some irrigation easements platted, so engineering recommends this application for approval.
Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Barry makes a motion, there second.
Okay.
George seconds, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Application 2150 is on behalf of the county of El Paso. This application was placed on the board agenda in January, and it was approved. I'll go over it here in a bit. The county took some time, and we have a 60-day null and void statement on the resolution. It's for the Casa Ronquillo. It's adjacent to the Catholic Church there in San Eli. They're going to restore this building, make it a historic building and kind of like a museum, I guess. So they're going to need access on one of our laterals to cross into that facility.
So you just need an extension, we've already approved it.
Yes, basically, we just need to approve it. We finally received the signed license from the judge, county judge. So it's just essentially for record purposes, that, it's been renewed.
Do I hear a motion to approve the extension of application 2150, second? Anybody?
Second.
George seconds, all in favor, same sign.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Application 2207, it's the same situation. It was placed on the agenda in March, and I guess there was some problem with the documentation, the closing, and it was delayed, the sale. So the owner had requested a permanent crossing, and we basically told him we don't allow perpetual crossing, so we extended the license to 50 years. We received everything, again, it was already approved, we received the fees and the license signed and everything, so just going through the formality.
So you recommend approval?
Yes, engineer recommends approval.
Do I hear a motion to approve application 2207?
Where is it on there?
It is, it is this house right here.
Oh, yeah.
This property, this is the crossing. So this is Linda Avenue.
Oh,
It
yeah.
used to be a city
Okay.
street. The city of El Paso vacated it, so the city of El Paso had the license, so now it became a private crossing.
Right.
It's
Yeah, we
gonna
talked
become
about
a
this couple of months
gated
ago.
community.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought we resolved that. a couple of
Yes,
months
and this, what happened here again, the 60 days passed and they didn't execute the license, but,
They're reapplying.
so we've got it now and, I paid
It's
them.
just an extension, though.
ago. Okay.
Do I hear
So
a
moved.
motion? Okay, George makes a motion.
Second.
Larry seconds, all in favor say aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Johnny, is it clear what consideration you're expecting?
Pardon me?
Is it clear what consideration you're expecting from the licensee?
Yeah, it's all taken care of. We've approved this a long time ago. They just need an extensions also.
Okay, well, you need to say, they should usually do in your resolution that it's for consideration stipulated in the document.
Okay. Then when we write the resolution, we'll make sure we do that. All right, application 2227.
So it was an application by Spectrum. So there's a few entities here, and Time Warner, Charter. So it's Spectrum Gulf Coast, it's essentially Time Warner. So they submitted an application to cross La Union, the Isla Ladder into a new subdivision here in North Loop into Lenore Estates. They're gonna cross right here. And they submitted all proper documentation, and engineering recommends this application for approval as well.
Okay, do I hear a motion to approve application 2227?
So moved.
Miguel makes a motion.
Second.
Larry seconds. All opposed, same sign. Motion carried. All right. I guess that brings us down to number 15, which is closed session. So let's go into the closed session and take a short break. For coffee. Disposable.